Okay, so we want to go through the basics of creating a Google site. I'm going to go to Create, and I want to do in Classic Sites. Then once I'm here, I want to name my site. So I might name my site based on the topics that you guys have. Something like resources. And then I'm going to put my initials. And the reason I'm going to do that, or my name, is because we can only have one site with the same name under each domain. And all of us have the same domain name, so we need to customize it. So I'm going to put it with my name here. I'm also going to select a theme. You could choose any theme you want. That is just fine. You can change this later, so don't feel like you are locked into that. But you want to choose a theme. Do not change it. Choose a template. Leave it as blank template. And go ahead and hit create. Now, once you create your site, it'll take just a minute to come up. So here's what my site looks like. Right now I'm in a view phase of this. If I want to go to an edit phase, I'm going to hit this button right here. Once I hit this button, you can see that this now looks very similar to what we get on Google Pages or Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides. Very similar to that with all your major buttons, your font size, your colors, your italicize, bullet points, indent, all of those major pieces here. In the home here, I'm going to change this to be natural resources. And then I'm going to come down and I'm going to write something like, welcome to my website. Here you will learn about natural resources. And then I might write down, you were asked to have 2 facts on natural resources. So based off of your sheet, you will write down your few facts. Maybe you say a natural resource is something that is found in nature. And you might also want to say something like all materials originally came from nature. You can see if you do make a spelling error, it automatically does a spell check for you. You can right click on it and then choose the correct spelling. And again, some of the other things, things like size or font type, you can change all of those pieces as you go. When you're done with this, it's super important that you want to save it. Make sure you save it because otherwise you're going to have lots of drafts out there and you don't want to have drafts. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save, and that's my first page. That is considered my home page. Now I'm going to add some subpages. Create a page, and I'm going to name it. This one I'm going to put as renewable resources. And I'm going to put this under natural resources. This is really important. You need to follow that step where you're choosing where you want it to be. And I'm going to hit create. It'll take just a minute. And now it will come up. You could see that this one is underneath natural resources. I'm not going to edit that right now. I've already shown you how to type in there, so I'm just going to hit save for this part. And now I'm going to add another page. So I'm going to hit add page. And now I'm going to put in maybe non-renewable resources. And I want to put this, I don't want to put it under renewable resources because if I put it under renewable resources, the only time you're going to see it is if you're clicked on this page. So instead, I'm going to choose a different location. And I want to put it under natural resources. So I'm going to click on that and hit create. So now you can see I have one that says non-renewable, one that says renewable, and you can see both of them. They're on the same level. Hit save. Third page, create a page. This time, I'm going to choose one of the other topics. Maybe I choose resource protection. And again, I don't want it under non-renewable. I'm going to choose a different location, and I want this one under natural resources. So I'm just creating my pages as I go. Again, it's going to come up in edit mode. I can hit save. So I have my 3 main ones. Now, for your assignment, you were asked to then also choose 2 subpages, and you were to choose them based on whether it was a non-renewable or a renewable resource. So I'm going to add a page, and I'm going to put in there fossil fuels. Now, I have to choose where do I want that to go. I don't want it to go under resource protection. Fossil fuels is a non-renewable resource. So I'm going to put it under non-renewable resource. And I'm going to go ahead and create. Okay, and go ahead and hit save. Now I'm going to choose one other page. And this time, I'm going to do it incorrectly. Wind energy. Oops. And let's just say I don't pay attention. I put it under fossil fuels. And I hit create. All right. Now you can see that wind energy shows up, and that's fine. But if I go under renewable resources, which is where it should be, it's not there. It's not down here because I didn't choose the correct location. And in fact, if I go to non-renewable resources, it's still not there. I have to actually go under fossil fuels to see that page. So that's where it's so important that you put it in the right spot so that it's very easy to get to. So I'm going to choose wind energy here, and now I'm going to go ahead and I am going to save this video. In the next video, I'll go through how to fix it if you put the page in the wrong location.